International Human Rights Day was a day when the protesters in Israel stood proud. Proud that despite the fact that the Israeli government is moving away from the values of genuine democracy based on claims of national security or else, we are still holding the ground for the same voices in our society. In a country that is governed by fear from differences, by economic interests, by those who try maintaining their power, people are not used to demand changes in the name of values or ideas. Under those circumstances, protesting in town squares is indeed a sign of revolution in Israel. Other countries in the Middle East saw the same process, where the masses are beginning to understand the power within their hands. Just like in Arab countries, the same voices who call for liberty, equality, and fraternity are silenced with consciousness building and the use of force. Despite their claims, the hegemonic power does not give voice to people who protest and to any grievances they have. They do it on the internet, they do it in the newspaper, they do it on television, and the Israeli government does all it can to stop them, even by legislating anti-democratic rules. We are proud to still be able to inform you that in a land plagued over the centuries by religious wars, Israel is rigorously abandoned holy sites for the Muslims to acts of violence and terror called price tag, and is interfering the freedom of worship by legislating rules against the muezzin. In Israel, women are being excluded from some public places, not allowed to wear what they choose to wear anywhere, forced to sit at the backside of the bus, and denied from singing in public. Israel prohibits civil marriage and is indeed a victim of coercions in the name of Jewish religion. Gay youth has been massacred 2 years ago by fanatics that never been caught. We have over 1 million Arab citizens who are being discriminated against daily, and that new legislating processes are being conducted in order to exclude them from public positions. Other than that, over 2.5 million people are living under the Israeli occupation in the West Bank for nearly 45 years now, and over 1 million people are living in Gaza Strip under siege for the last 5 years. Israel recently declared on building the largest detention facility, or concentration camp, in the whole world, destined to be filled with over 10,000 refugees from Africa. The picture of life within Israel is different from what our government is trying to present. Equality is a long-forgotten myth. Neoliberal policy is almost a religion within the people who are dictating our economy. Fanatics are terrorizing occupied population, and people who try to fight for integrity and human rights are getting threats and their private property is being damaged.
התג אולי סומן עליי, אבל את המחיר משלמים כולנו. אסור לנו לפחד. תסתכלו סביבכם, אנחנו כאן, ואנחנו רבים. יש לנו קול, ואנחנו חייבים להשמיע אותו. ואנחנו אומרים היום לבנימין נתניהו, אנחנו לא מפחדים.
It seems almost as the summer protests against the control of capital, in which almost 7% of the population participated, scared the people in power up to the level that they are trying to base their authority with new anti-democratic rules, which hurt the right of free speech. Any protest, demonstration, or revolution which supports the values of liberty, of equality, and of fraternity should know they will always have a partner and a friend in the form of a growing movement in Israel, which is fighting for the same causes under the current regime.